And we're live.
Wonderful.
Yeah, what up, everybody? It is Snapdragon Mode Downplay here. This is the entire staff, and this is our first stream, quite obviously, and we're going to be giving some simple introductions to ourselves, maybe discuss a little bit of super here and there, and then end off for the day. This stream will be kind of relatively short in comparison to some of the maybe other ones that you've seen on the site, and we'll actually start doing like more in-depth streams talking about more complex topics that are given by perhaps the audience or any sort of feedback, and then go from there. Eventually, that is. So today we have a plethora of people in the call, and by plethora I mean like 6, but one of them's missing. We'll go in order from who's on my screen, so not including the SDD chat call guy because that's just a mix of all of us. We're gonna go in order. So Sparky Marky, introduce yourself.
Hello, it's Sparky here. Yeah.
Sparky's a moderator, but he tries to like he has this like mentality where he believes he's the owner of the community. He's not wrong.
It's fact.
Yeah, but he's also wrong. This is MJ. MJ, want to give an introduction?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me here. First time, so yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bro. You are the honorary guest for the night.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I don't think I should be one because my dick isn't that big, but thank you for having me here, bro.
Yeah. So that's MJ. This is the original owner of the original community, Snapdragon Mode Downplay. This is the founder, Yunus Ahmed. Hello, Yunus. Say hello to the audience. Don't say it in Arabic, preferably.
I don't even know Arabic. Hey guys, nice to meet y'all. Glad this finally happened.
Is that all you have to say to like all 1,000 of your fucking followers?
Well, I'll have a lot to say later once we start to get into the discussion.
Okay.
Since I'm always the odd one out in the room.
All right, fair enough. And last but certainly not least, or maybe he is least, Timothy Mills.
All right, I'm the second owner. Our Eunice's right-hand man and left testimony to the greatness known as Downplay.
You can get a general idea of what type of person he is, considering he just called himself somebody's right-hand man. So, yeah. Today we're going to be discussing a lot of things, but it'll probably end up being condensed and end up not being a very long stream, as I said earlier. So among those things, we'll talk about the objective of the channel and the community. We'll give some predictions for the upcoming, well, I mean, kind of ending now, but Tournament of Power for Dragon Ball Super. This entire arc, not just the actual tournament itself. We're going to give our thoughts so far on this tournament. Discuss some of the favorite seeds and favorite fighters that have been presented with this tournament. End it off right there. So I'm going to go in the same order that appears on my screen because that's probably the best way of going about with this. But before that, Timothy and I are just going to explain the objective of the channel and the community. So,
Did I go first?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Primarily, the objective of the community is pretty much put an end to misconception and multiple power scaling. Oftentimes, characters' placements are too low in the majority of the fandom beliefs, so we fight is where they're supposed to be placed appropriately. We also fight down, along with fighting downplay, we also fight wank because we're not going to stop downplay if we're only supporting one side of the things and not fighting against incorrect high-end views on these characters. So we balance out fighting wank and downplay, misconception as a whole, appropriate.
Yep, that's a pretty good rundown. Just to maintain a solid understanding of how the Dragon Ball verse works, scaling wise, clear misconceptions, while simultaneously kind of, not necessarily wanking the verse on our own, because if we end up wanking it, it's probably just gonna end up, I don't know, dude. We'd be no better from any of the other communities and profiles on the site and whatnot. And that goes for YouTube and Google+. There are a lot of websites, or pardon me, there are a lot of people that use the websites that end up having channels that just present some characters in like some really fucked up, really weird mannerisms. I'm not gonna point any fingers, but Double 4 Anime.
Before he reacts.
Double 4 is my god. I love Double 4. But moving on to the topics. The first topic we're going to discuss are, again, predictions for the tournament. Sparky, what are your predictions for the tournament?
Okay, the first one, it's a little cliche, but I'm thinking either Universe 7 will win, which would in turn change the perception that all the other universes have on Goku and his team, as well as Universe 7 as a whole, or Universe 6. They haven't been having much emphasis, but I feel this would be a good place to utilize the favor Champa Osbiris for restoring his Earth, which could be restoring the fighters of the erased universes.
Yeah, no, that's pretty solid. Yeah. A lot of people are kind of skeptical about how this will end because some people even think that they might end up retconning the actual ending of Dragon Ball Z. With like some universe being destroyed or there being more Z fighters or whatnot. Like I mean, it's a little bit of a jump, but anything's a possibility at this point because it's 2017. So,
True.
MJ, what do you think? What are your predictions for the tournament?
Like how the tournament will end or how the arc will end?
A little bit of both, mixing both.
Well, I'm among the assumption that Goku's getting thrown out in this special that's coming up. I think even though Goku will show off a new form, Jiren is still going to bring out his cock and just slap his face with it. And I don't think it's going to do nothing to him. I do think he will injure Jiren, though. I kind of see this happening. I see Jiren and Goku going at it, and then Jiren's going to throw Goku out after a tough fight. Jiren's going to be hurt. Then, can I bring up spoilers, or should I keep that out of this?
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Say what.
One of the spoilers, provisional titles, is Hit versus Jiren. I think Hit and Jiren will fight, and then they're going to do a double elimination. Hit's going to be fighting a tired and weakened Jiren, so Hit will be able to get the win. And plus, it doesn't really make Jiren look weak because Jiren just went through like 2 tough battles. So they'll both go out, and then I think whoever's going to win the tournament is going to be someone different. It'll either be Gohan, Vegeta, Frieza, or I've seen people say like Cabra or Khalifa or Kale could win it. I just think this special and then the episode following it, we're going to get the biggest dogs thrown out. Like the biggest, toughest dudes in the tournament. At least that's my prediction. As far as the arc's going to end, I don't know. It can go many different ways. You would think a good guy will win it and wish back the universes, but with that revelation that the Super Dragon Balls can kill the gods now, a villain could possibly get it. I mean, obviously, if Frieza gets them, I can imagine what he would do with them. I mean, I don't know the power of the Super Dragon Balls, but the ramifications of him wishing the Xenos to be gone, or not to exist, I don't know how that would affect the story moving forward. It really depends on whether a hero or villain wins it, because now it seems the Dragon Balls, the Super ones to be exact, are pretty much limitless, it seems.
Yeah. So basically you're saying that it's more so dependent on the actual person that wins rather than the individual universe. That makes sense. Currently. Yeah, because right now, I would say my views on that are actually very similar. I think that right now, whoever wins the tournament will basically end up dictating the fate of the actual verse itself. Frieza wins, they're probably going to pull something to like change things and like not retcon the ending, but if the ending does get retconned, then that leaves potential for virtually anything to occur, because if they're not restricted by that ending, they can easily just change anything at this point. Y'all are probably aware of this, but the ending did get changed for the Kanzenban, so it did end up getting retconned with Goku flying or Oob.
Oh yeah.
There are 2 endings where Oob flies on Nimbus and Oob flies on Goku's back, but if they're willing to change something so honestly, it's not major, but it's still a different part of the manga, It's still a different kind of representation.
I believe they added the Vegeta scene too. I don't think that scene where Vegeta was, where it went back after Goku and Noob and it showed Vegeta like in the corridor area.
That was added.
Awesome. Yeah, so they've already added and retconned certain things. So if they're willing to do that, then I mean,
Yeah. I mean, that completely changes his character. So.
Yeah. Retconning the ending is definitely a possibility. A lot of people think it's like virtually impossible. I think it's more than possible with what's been happening so far. So just going off of precedents, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up kind of diverging from the more serious route that it's been taking and kind of go towards this whole, oh well, Goku's just gonna win and end up pushing everybody back in his universe. Like I wouldn't really want that to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens because it's Dragon Ball. It's like there's not much to expect. Writing wise, because the Dragon Ball's kind of always had this kind of recurring cycle where it does the same kind of endings over and over again, and that's not a bad thing because it brings forth, I guess, a sense of like, this is right, so this is always going to be right,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim.
It also maintains characters and builds up development to keep characters.
That's true. Yeah, it does.
Because it keeps it consistent. One could argue that it takes away a lot of the variables in a fight in Dragon Ball and makes it as though the series doesn't have much variety in endings, and the series doesn't have very good writing. But I honestly think it's the exact opposite. I think it showcases good writing, good qualities of writing. So with that said, Eunice, what are your opinions on the tournament?
Well,
Prediction-wise, by the way,
Predictions.
Okay. Prediction-wise, honestly, okay. Well, we all know what the next episode is. It's the 1 hour special with Goku versus Jiren.
Yeah.
And spoiler warning for anyone who doesn't want to know the next episode titles. But after that episode, the preliminary title, or whatever they call it, is Jiren versus Hit, if I believe.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah. So we know Jiren wins, or at least he may win the fight against Goku, which really leaves a lot of things up to question, because that makes me personally believe that Goku's gonna get knocked out, and if he does, I don't see how there's any chance that Universe 7 is gonna win, because the next two people on the list are Frieza and Vegeta, but I mean, if Jiren took out Goku, he should be able to take them out, like, in a snap. Like, the same thing with Hit.
Even if he's battle damaged, right? He should still.
Yeah, even if he's battle damaged. And, I mean, maybe he's so battle damaged, and that's why he's able to fight on par with Hit, who should have been, like, Super Saiyan Blue Goku level. Because that's, he stalemated him, like, 20 episodes ago, I think.
Well, he may be weaker, but yeah. Like right now, anyways.
I don't know. Like, and besides that, like, let's see, who else is left? Universe 4 has, like, the least amount of people. They have those two, like, fodder fighters, and then the two ones that are hidden underground. I don't think they'll win at all. And then who else? Let's see. We have Universe 6, and pretty much everyone in there, like, hits their best fighter. So if Jiren takes them out here, then, I mean, I think Universe 6 is done. And who else? Universe 2, if Ribrianne's taken out, which is heavily implied since Goku's going from fighting her to Jiren in the preview, so I'm assuming he knocks her out. I mean, like, it looks like Universe 11 is going to win. I mean, unless Hit knocks out Jiren, I don't see Universe 7 having a good chance.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Because I may have been a bit over zealous with my statement about that. It's really going to take something huge from Goku. Like, Goku would have to jump into that form, that new form he's going to do, fire off one of those Kamehamehas that breaks, like, his arms or just leaves him completely out. Because Jiren would have to drop to probably, less than 10% of his power in order to take on someone like Vegeta and Hit, because right now Goku's gonna be even if we say Goku Blue is weaker than Vegeta Blue, Vegeta, I can't see him being anywhere near close Goku with the Kaioken times 20, and then this new form's gonna be stronger than that. So we're talking about a 20 times plus difference between Goku, Vegeta, and Hit and Frieza. So Jiren would have to legit lose most of his power, from this fight.
It's I believe it's stated that Jiren ends up dominating Kaioken times 20 Goku, right? That's stated.
Yeah.
I think
that was stated. That's why he has to use the Spirit Bomb. And look, when we see him use the Spirit Bomb, that's his last move, right?
Yeah.
So that's already after he fought him in times 20. And Jiren has no marks on him whatsoever when he throws the Spirit Bomb.
So with that said, in Dragon Ball, you need roughly 50% to absolutely dominate an opponent. That means that it's 50% of 20 times means that he's probably around 30 times stronger than Vegeta. So he'd have to be like 1/30th of his power to like stalemate Vegeta.
And if he is at 1/30th, I don't see that happening, because like no one else has lost that much unless he gets gravely injured. Like, unless Goku uses some attack, and I'm assuming he's going to go Limit Breaker. Maybe he won't.
What I'm kind of afraid of is we don't know what Limit Breaker is, I'm hoping that Limit Breaker isn't the equivalent of Kale's Super Saiyan Berserker form.
Oh no!
I'm hoping Limit, like right now, we haven't seen Limit Breaker in any sort of like true, like we've only ever seen him in that one kind of like video and then and a couple of images and whatnot, still frames and whatnot. We haven't seen the nigga move. I'm hoping to God that he doesn't actually fight, just like per se, Kale would, because. We all kind of know Kale is strong. Maybe, not as strong as some people say she is, but Kale is powerful, but can't really use that power to her advantage because she's incapable of using it, because she's enraged.
Can't one argue, like, if, let's say hypothetically Goku gets the Super Saiyan Berserk form, wouldn't he be a lot more powerful considering the fact that Kale's base is so weak, but when she goes Super Saiyan Berserk, she's, like, able to at least make Goku go Super Saiyan Blue?
If it's that multiplier. Yeah, if it's that multiplier, yeah, Goku would be the strongest in the... Well, yeah, he'd be one of the stronger characters in the verse. I'm not even going to talk about Beerus. Anime Beerus is disgustingly strong, dude. Anime Beerus gets stronger every arc.
Wait, quick question. Do you guys think that Goku's going to surpass Beerus this arc?
I mean...
I don't think Limit Breaker is even going to surpass.
I think we should get through all the predictions first before we make.
Yeah. That's something that I was pretty confident in back when we first saw Kaioken times 10. But knowing Super, I can wholeheartedly say that he won't. But at the same time, if he did, I wouldn't be very surprised. I wouldn't get surprised with a lot of things that would happen in Super. But adding on to what you were saying earlier, though, Eunice, the whole Super Saiyan Berserker fucking Limit Breaker form that Goku has. That Goku's attaining in the next episode, I'm assuming, right?
I assume so.
See, the issue is knowing that Goku's gonna not fight Jiren all the way, or knowing that Jiren might end up dying. Not dying with the fight, Jiren might end up killing Goku, and Goku might end up dying, or Goku might end up getting kicked out of the ring, or whatever. No, Jiren wouldn't end up killing Goku, actually, then he'd get taken out of the tournament. But knowing that Jiren's gonna potentially beat Goku, kind of for me personally, that gives the impression that Goku ends up losing control of the form or something stupid like that. Because they're hyping this up. Like, y'all know how merchandising works. They're hyping the hell out of this fucking form. Yeah. So if they're hyping something up, obviously there's going to be some sort of epic battle, right? So I think that...
1 hour special.
Yeah. I'm thinking that maybe... It pains me to say this, but I'm thinking that since we know Hit fights Jiren afterwards, I think Goku's just gonna lose control of the form, like mid-fight.
Yeah, basically,
just exactly like Goku versus Beerus in Battle of Gods, the movie, where he loses the God form and maybe stays on par with him for a little bit, and just ends up losing. And if you remember at the end of the film, Goku was just like, he was completely fucking out of it. I rember it happened in Super too, obviously, because Super had the same arc.
I predict he's gonna lose too because I don't see this fight ending in a stalemate. Because it either has to end in a stalemate or Jiren has to win, because Jiren's gonna fight Hit next.
Yeah, so, and if it was a tag team, then they would have titled the episode like how they did 104, like the ultimate tag team, with Goku and Hit bottom.
And even then, a tag team, it wouldn't make sense if it was a tag team, because Limit Breaker, Goku, or Jiren should be able to knock Hit out in an instant. Like, they don't need a tag team.
It would be like on Namek, where Piccolo, Krillin, and Gohan were on the sidelines. They weren't a part of the equation, They were just too weak.
Can I make my prediction now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So, I was going to predict that it could be a similar situation with what happened to Kale. If Goku loses, he could be momentarily knocked out and then gain control of the form later on. They said to pay attention to the eyes, and the eyes could be a signifier of Goku's control over the form. There could be a possible indication of Goku's sanity with how his eyes look. But maybe there is a shift in how Goku battles that could cause him to lose focus on Jiren, because this is still a battle royale. Just because he's fighting Jiren next doesn't necessarily mean that Goku was out of the tournament. He could have lost control, knocked out, or lost control of the power, like I said earlier, and could be brought back in later for the what was the episode title regarding Maniac Saiyan Battle or something like that?
Oh, Fighting Maniac Saiyan Battle.
I believe that title could be something in regards to Goku's form. So or Goku's personality in general, because he is a fighting maniac that kind of got this tournament started.
So,
Him
like,
or Vegeta or Kale. I doubt it'd be the other Saiyans like Khalifa or Kaba. But in regards to
do you
the
think maybe
what
start? Like, do you think maybe like what you were saying with the eyes, when he has like the cat silver eyes or whatever, maybe when he has those eyes, he's unstable, but when he has his regular eyes, he's stable or something
They
like
look
that.
wild. He looks like a
Yeah.
wild animal.
precisely? And we know having a main protagonist that's not in that edgy ass Saiyans, you're not gonna have his ultimate form that be some edgy, uncontrollable shit. But Goku's personality, maybe for an arc or two, but I seen with Super Saiyan, it's lost its edge after Goku learned to master it. So I doubt that whatever sanity state Goku was in this tournament is going to be the permanent state of Goku in that form. I do believe he will have a mindset change when activated this form again. So that could take into account how the battle ends or is interrupted in some sort of manner, because this is still a battle royale.
You know what might be relevant to bring up?
But
Just
I remember
to quickly get just a general idea of this. Does anybody here think that Golden Great Ape Goku was stronger than Super Baby 2?
yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't Baby like running away from him?
Yeah, he
when
was.
Yeah.
Yes. Some people like to
I would
argue Baby
assume
was still
so.
stronger though, but
Well, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that.
I was
I
just
just
going to
don't-
give the example of that kind of how like Goku was stronger than his opponent, but was like too wild to really use his power. But it was still technically a battle, but Goku couldn't really use the power. Right?
Exactly.
So I'm thinking
Yeah, kinda like
I'm thinking I might agree with Timothy on that specifically for Goku versus Jiren. It might be something like that because he looks fucking wild in his appearance. That's not the Goku we know and love.
That's not the Goku.
Another example is Trunks. When he got the rage form, his eyes were white for a moment, and even though he attacked Black, Black still seemed to have the upper hand. And then when they did that Ki Clash, his eyes went back to normal, and then he overpowered the Ki Clash.
Yeah, because he gained control of his ki. I'm assuming more control,
Yeah.
and it wasn't just
Yeah.
going all over the place. So the eye thing isn't very far fetched at all, especially because it has precedence on the whole Trunk situation.
Exactly, and that's precedent with Kale too, because Kale was put out of battle for a moment, but she came back later and she mastered her uncontrollable form.
And she had her pupils too. Yeah, exactly. So the eye thing, yeah, that's actually a really good analysis. I think the eye thing might be legitimate in that Goku in his Limit Breaker form, that like we don't even know if that's his actual Limit Breaker form. We're calling it that because we're the fan base, right? But
Yeah.
for all we know, this might be like a pre-Limit Breaker form or a pre-transitionary stage. What a lot of people are kind of ignoring is that obviously like it's a new transformation or whatnot. His hair is going to be different, but his hair is in the like kind of transitionary phase of going to Super Saiyan.
Yes.
Y'all notice that? How it's like spiked up, but it's not fully Super Saiyan, and it's not fully
Yeah.
base form either. It's like in between, so it's transitionary. For all we
Mhm.
know, it might legitimately just be a form in between what the actual Limit Breaker form is, you know? Because they're being very inconsistent with the aura coloring as well. Unless the
Wasn't
aura
it like
actually is
a-
like 10 different
I
colors.
believe that it has a double or
Wasn't
It
it
probably
like
does.
a,
That's the new thing. Go ahead.
remember when that leak came out of that candy that had Goku on it, but he had like red hair,
yes.
and he was like, and his hair was like Super Saiyan. But then everyone kind of forgot about that when the actual like promotion of the Limit Breaker form came out. Maybe that's what it is. Because remember when we see the opening, like Goku goes,
And the opening, yeah.
he goes, he's base form, then Super Saiyan Blue. Then we assume he goes
It could-
Kaioken because he has a red aura, but his
Yeah.
hair's standing up, and he has the red aura around him. So maybe this is like the in between, and then eventually later on after he trains he'll unlock full Limit Breaker, and he'll have like red Super Saiyan hair, and that will be like the actual Super Saiyan God, because it's literally just Super Saiyan God but with Super Saiyan hair. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Possibly would be Rasan. And or it could possibly be how Goku was gonna look with Kaioken times 20 in Super Saiyan Blue. But we kinda already saw that in the preview, but it could be a possible shot. You could see a possible shot where Goku has red hair because we've seen Goku with gray hair because of the Kaioken times 10 and Super
Yeah.
Saiyan Blue combination, which changes due to cinematic effect, because sometimes we see it blue, sometimes we see it gray. So we could possibly see Goku with red hair by using Kaioken. But the last part of my prediction for the arc is that I don't think that the tournament is going to go all the way through. Because oftentimes in Dragon Ball, the tournaments have been used to set up other conflicts that derive from the tournament itself. So that Like I kind of took note of that when MJ asked, "What do you mean, like the arc or the tournament ending?" Because I do think that the end of this tournament is going to signify the end of this arc. I do think that tournament is going to lead to some conflict. That might not end with all of the universes other than one being the potential characters that you're releasing. So either they're all going to be brought back, or not all of them are going to be erased, in my opinion, for something focus of the tournament. Especially since the climax of this arc seems to be coming so early before the tournament even starts. Because I mean, before the tournament even ends, because the most hyped up battle seems to be in the middle of the tournament, which is strange. Because you think that with Dragon Ball they could hear and focus fight all the way at the end, but they're doing something different.
One thing I want to add on to that is, there is a lot of foreshadowing with this tournament. Like we can all acknowledge that, right? Like there is a lot of foreshadowing, or there are a lot of scenes that are kind of iffy. Now, when a scene, yeah, and Dragon Ball is good at subtle hints because it does provide those occasionally. But like when there are subtle hints that really just showcase like the absolute turning of a character, or like just the tables of the actual battle turning in general. Like when there's a questioning of a character's morality in Dragon Ball, it's usually very major. So, i.e., we knew that Zamasu, like I think everybody that watched Dragon Ball knew that Zamasu was going to be evil, right? Or at least an antagonist because he had the similar key as Black. But it was like that. Yeah, it was justifiable, but that was a very, very like transitional kind of thing. That wasn't like an instant thing. Like we were led to believe that with all the information that was given and whatnot. So I feel like we might end up being given more like hints or clues as to who is really behind this tournament. You know, towards the arc ending.
Are you theorizing it's Daishinkan?
I'm theorizing it's Daishinkan, but I'm not directly stating it because if it's not, I won't be surprised. But if it is, I won't be surprised. So again, Super doesn't surprise me at this point. It's just if it is the Grand Priest, then it is the Grand Priest. That's it. The one thing I want to bring up about the Grand Priest, or there are like a lot of statements showcase the Grand Priest's authority. So in the most recent Dragon Ball Super manga chapter, y'all remember when Whis first, or when Zeno first showed up in the Universe 6 arc tournament? Who were the two people that didn't bow before Zeno?
Whis and Butter.
Yeah, but anybody read the most recent chapter of Super? So
yes,
we've all read it. Yeah, who does everybody bow to?
Daishinkan, right?
Yeah, and then Whis also states a chapter earlier that the Daishinkan is the most powerful being in the Dragon Ball verse. So there's nobody above him. So the manga's being, because obviously the manga can't really be very subtle with its hints. It has to state things because it's a manga. Manga don't move, right?
There's less time for Toyotaro.
Precisely. So they have to be kind of specific with the manga. So if Toyotaro is attempting to pull the same kind of subtle hints towards the verse and try to present the same kind of idea, then he's going to have to do it in a more specific and more kind of concise mannerism, which is exactly why I think that this is significantly more obvious within the manga, and I think this might actually be the actuality of the verse of what's going on morality-wise in the verse. So the Grand Priest might legitimately be the most powerful character. The other thing is there's precedent is set by what an angel and a god in destruction is.
I'll bring that up and share that dynamic.
Wait, what?
You know, acts like yes, I was gonna say that.
Oh yeah. Zeno is a god of destruction. Zeno's just a really, really powerful god of destruction. Obviously, he's the lord of everything and whatnot, but he's only ever shown the ability to destroy, you know, which is called the race. I'm not saying he can't transform, or pardon me, not transform. I'm not saying he can't like create, because obviously that would be an argument based off of ignorance. But
we've seen him serve.
From what we've seen,
you can kind of make that argument because it's only ever been stated that the Kaios and the Kaioshin create, and the gods of destruction destroy. Like it's never been stated that unless Zeno create. I mean, I'm not saying that the Kaioshin and Kaios existed before everything, but they're the ones who like created all the planets and the galaxies and stuff.
That might be correct, actually. Yeah. So maybe, like theoretically speaking, Zeno is only ever referenced as the Lord of everything. So, right?
Not only
governs
that,
over everything.
Oh yeah, the Great Priest showed off a lot more feats. I was talking to Timothy about this and Keelan as well. Pride is that he's shown off a lot more feats than Zeno when it comes to doing stuff. Like interdimensional teleportation, being able to summon instantly. He's controlling the gravitational pull for every single 80 characters in that tournament because we all know they're from different planets and have different gravitational pulls.
Yeah.
So, and he can, I'm sure he can do everything Bliss and Vados can do, which is create stuff, use matter, manipulate it as well. We haven't seen Xeno really do any of that, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like a counter argument to the whole everybody bowing before the Great Priest thing or the Grand Priest thing is that, it's the father of the angels, because it's at least confirmed that all of the female angels are sisters and Whis is the brother, but I'm assuming that the other ones are probably also brothers. But so far, it's at least been confirmed that like 6 of them are his kids, right? So you could argue, oh well, maybe they're just bowing before their father as a sign of respect, right? It's odd though, because that might be their father, and that might be a sign of respect, but why wouldn't you bow before the person that is beyond your father, power-wise and status-wise, right?
Yeah.
You know, I actually had a theory about the parents of the angels. Remember in the anime when we said that like in the manga he said that Daishinkan was the strongest being in all of the universes. Yeah. But in the anime, he said that he's one of the top 5 most powerful people, and like, I know there are like, and I was doing the math, and like maybe like he's the father of Whis and Vados, but then there's like 4 other people that parented the other ones, and I know you need like one more because like there's 12 angels, so you need like 6 people.
One of them could have been adopted.
Yeah,
just an adopted god. It's all good.
Yeah, but like, maybe there were like other grand priests, you know.
Yeah.
That like.
Why should it be revealed that Ribrianne is the mother of all the angels, bro?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Ribrianne just gets fucking knocked out of the ring, and you see Whis scream, "No, Okasa!"
I mean,
this nigga Whis just killed himself right then, right there.
Wasn't Whis sort of attracted to her though? So kind of weird.
Yeah, Whis is attracted to beer, so I should Whis some beers. But I think we kind of went on a massive tangent about the predictions for the tournament. It is a very complex topic though, because there are so many technicalities in this, and there are so many outcomes that can like occur. You know, this tournament's like I think we can all acknowledge this is like the biggest thing that has happened to Dragon Ball in a long time. Super long time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's
like,
super long.
Super long time. No pun intended.
People have been waiting for this since Battle of Gods, because ever since they heard about the other universes and other gods of destruction, they want people to fight, you know, like between universes. So it's been a long time coming.
Ever since Dragon Ball Multiverse fucking dabbled in the idea of like other universes, niggas wanted that to occur in the main continuity. But shout out to Salger, and shout out to anybody that fucking reads Dragon Ball Multiverse. That's the goat. I finished all of Multiverse the other day. But what are you? So this is kind of a subtopic, by the way. What were you saying, MJ?
Wait, what?
Were you saying something?
I didn't say anything, sir.
Oh, good. My bad. Sorry. All right. So thoughts so far on the tournament? I'll quickly say this because I don't really want to go on to this topic for too long. I think the tournament is beneficial for Dragon Ball because it's doing wonders for it. You know, it's giving off the same benefits that the Goku Black arc had, and that's giving a more serious vibe for a show that isn't meant to be taken seriously. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Super is, at the end of the day, a very funny show. Very, very, very entertaining, very direct with its humor and whatnot, but when it wants to be serious, especially with these 2 previous arcs, it can be serious. It'll be serious as fuck when it wants to be. And I respect the show for that, because obviously the animation's improved, so you can take the show more serious as well, you know?
I agree.
Yeah, I'd say the anime is doing really good right now. What do you think, Tim?
I agree.
Y'all just agree with that? Sparky, are you?
Yeah, I was basically gonna say the same as you. Although I would say, just as far as entertainment goes, regarding the plot, I preferred the Black arc a little more. But aside from that, I do prefer this arc a lot better. The animation and art quality's improved a lot. I like the soundtracks. The fights have improved.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah, the soundtracks have gotten a lot better. Did y'all hear that scene with Frieza? That rock music that was playing in the back? That was dope. That shit
yeah,
was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, this shit was dope. Is that called this
And like,
golden form transformation or theme or like what? It's sick.
I don't know what it was, bro, but it was dope. I hope they
is it
put
with
out some
like the
soundtracks.
choir in the background, or
It was like just a guitar, bro. It was a legit like strumming of a guitar, and it sounded epic. It reminded me of. Please, guys, don't think I'm a Broly fan. Whoever may be watching this or listening to this, but it reminded me of Broly's theme, that Pantera song. Like it sounded dope, man.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I actually really like the theme that started playing when Goku was like fucking crushing Toppo's shit. If y'all remember that theme. That has a specific name, and it's played a lot of times in the
I
series.
think
but,
it's Frantic Battle.
Frantic Battle, but that was like really well placed in that fight because it completely like, turned the tides and whatnot.
Is that the one they played when like Trunks fought Black?
No,
for,
it
like,
was
the first time we ever
introduced
saw
in the Goku Toppo fight. It's the one where he turns blue
really?
and start. Yeah, when he goes Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh, also, they're playing this.
I'll have to rewatch
They're
that.
playing the Rose Goku Black theme every time they use Super Saiyan Blue now too. So,
That was used when he went Super Saiyan God as well.
yeah, it was, which
I
is one
hadn't
of my
noticed
favorite.
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same theme. It's just the ending part of that theme. So if you Google the full thing on YouTube, you'll see it.
Supposed to
Okay.
like represent godly transformations.
Yeah, now they're representing all of the godly transformations, kind of elegant and kind of fucking sexy, kind of like Goku Black was.
Yeah.
Goku
Yeah. Black
is, oh my god. Yeah, I don't want to go into a 50-minute rant about why Goku Black is better than your favorite villain, but.
Yeah.
So we've all kind of established that we have similar opinions on the arc. This is kind of the last topic. There's 2 parts to it, but I'll just merge it into one. Do you have anything else to add, Eunice? Being the founder of the community. Alright, I'll take that as a no. Favorite scenes and favorite fighters that haven't been introduced in previous arcs. Meaning, this entire arc rather than just the Tournament of Power, so you can include like Caulifla, Mashikayo, etc. Just characters that have been introduced. If you really want, you can also mention Android 17. He's been reintroduced and he's been gone for like 20 years, so feel free to mention him.
Yeah.
We'll go in order. We'll go in reverse order this time. Hey, go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
Things kind of cut in after me a little.
We have some questions in the like in regards
What are your
to
questions? I just checked like a minute ago. What are the questions?
Kent said, "What if Goku loses that first and Hit takes over and then gets a Limit Breaker power up?"
Wait, if Goku loses and then what?
If Goku loses and then Hit takes over. Essentially, if Goku doesn't get Limit Breaker during the special, but after.
That
so
sounds
you mean
possibility. I thought the special was hinted to come out. I thought the form was hinted to come out in the special. I could be wrong.
I mean, we're all kind of just assuming that since it's an hour long and Goku's fighting Jiren,
wait, yeah,
who's supposed to be the top dog.
I heard
They've
the
been
special.
hyping it up.
Not just the special. Wasn't it like hinted that the form would appear in October though? Now that I'm thinking about it, there was some sort of leak that said the form would appear on like October 5th, or something like that. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. There's been tons of jump previews and summaries and hints, bro, over the last month. Maybe before that too, in August.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'd like to believe that it'll appear next episode, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go with my gut and say Timothy's analysis earlier, and the comparison between Goku's form and the Golden Grade 8 might be accurate. But again, like we haven't been given much information. We're all just going off of the one appearance that's been given. You know.
Wait, so did they mean like if, let's say, Goku fights Jiren knocks him out, but then Hit fights Jiren, and then he improves to his level and then beyond. And then, yeah, that happens. Whew. But then, and then Hit defeats Jiren, and then Goku gets the Limit Breaker.
Oh,
and then
no.
Goku fights Hit. Limit Breaker was actually for Hit the whole time. Yeah, what kind of a plot twist would that be?
That'd be a plot twist that make a lot of people pissed, but it'd still be a plot twist.
Yeah, I don't think Kent is saying that, but essentially just having Hit help Goku until Goku gets that form or beyond that. Because maybe at the end of Goku's beating leaking out of him that's going to lead to awakening of Limit Breaker. You don't know how long it's going to take for this activation. It could be possible that Goku remains incapacitated while going into his Limit Breaker form as he leaks out of him. He momentarily loses out of the fight for him. Who knows? It could be a combination of that and the fact that he still might lose control of it in the tournament. There's a bunch that could happen.
Limit Breaker could be one of those edgy things in Dragon Ball where Goku's like unconscious and they have everybody else talk to him while he's unconscious. So, or like i.e. in the Frieza saga when Frieza was drowning him, i.e. in the Battle of the Gods movie when he was getting knocked out by Beerus and Goku like everybody was like,
us,
Goku, right?
We gonna die.
And this one, like obviously Goku has a reason. Even if Goku's like a complete fucking dumbass sometimes, he has a reason to fight. Like he has motivation in this arc in general. Like an insane amount of motivation. This is like if he loses, he's putting everybody in jeopardy. No. If he loses, he is objectively putting everybody in jeopardy because if he dies, or if he falls out of the ring, or if he gets exterminated by fucking Xeno, he's the only person that can access anything past Super Saiyan Blue, right? The second strongest fighter is Frieza, and then Vegeta after that. Frieza's not confirmed to be like Kaioken level. As far as we know, Frieza might only be Super Saiyan Blue level and just at that.
Goku losing.
Yeah, Goku losing is just...
It could be a big lesson to his character, though. It could be something that makes him much more cautious from now on.
It could be. But the issue is Goku's kind of chronically been an absolute idiot super. So I'm not getting my hopes up for that, but that would be a pretty brave move if he ends up losing his Limit Breaker. There could always be exceptions.
He never had that many consequences on fuckery, though.
Yeah, he never did. The one thing is, a lot of people are kind of avoiding the fact that the only person Xeno likes other than himself, no pun intended, is Goku. Y'all realize that?
Yeah.
The only person he likes is Goku. What if Goku does lose against Jiren, and then gets granted another chance by Xeno? Something like that, because it's Dragon Ball, you never know.
Yeah.
He could unleash the Limit Breaker form at that point.
Yeah.
Something
Then
we don't even know how he's gonna get the form though, so we can't assume he should have been able to get it.
One of the spoilers said something that might have to do with it.
What was it?
It said that Goku got knocked down after using the Kaioken times 20 and having all his attacks deflected, but it said a ki started to erupt from his body, something that wasn't seen before.
I never before seen ki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably will appear in the special.
They by the way, this is actually consistent. The first time Super Saiyan Blue was introduced in the Resurrection F movie with the whole V-jump scans and whatnot, it was actually referred to as a never before seen Goku, never before seen ki. Same thing was said.
Oh, okay, all right.
That hints that it probably is a transformation. By the way, they call it the same thing.
All right. So, where were we before I had to bring that up?
Favorite fighters and favorite scenes from the tournament.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go in reverse order. So Eunice, you go first.
All right. Let's see. Obviously, Ribrianne. For more reasons than one. For more reasons than one.
Some big old titties, bro.
Oh, no, okay. Nah. But seriously though, like I like the contrast between her forms because the original is, like typical of a Universe 2 fighter, beautiful, and like she's like a princess or whatever, but when she transforms, she becomes like the exact opposite, but she's like really funny and like prideful, and I like that. I also
you also like Fiona from Shrek.
Well,
hey man,
that's a little different, but I guess you can make a comparison there. I mean, I kind of like all of the whole trio of Universe 2. What's their name? Sanka, and Sue.
Yeah.
And when they're transformed, Rosie and Kakutsa. Aside from that, let's see. I like Basil because he's I like his kicking style. That's something unique to Dragon Ball that I don't think we've seen much of before.
Yeah.
I really like this bow. And
you really like Beerus, you mean?
Beerus' little brother. And I think I really like Khalifa too, because I mean I don't like that she's like a super prodigy, but I like her hairstyle and just her attitude. You know, it's the exact opposite with Kale. I don't like her being a female
Broly
cunt.
ripoff.
It just
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think anybody really. I mean, I wouldn't want to speak on MJ's behalf, but I don't think out of most people that I've spoke to, they don't usually like KO.
I like her titties.
Wait, but isn't
Other
she
than
as
that,
flat as Ribrion?
Wait, in which form?
In any form.
Like,
I'll show you a picture right now live, bro.
Oh hell!
Not my proudest fab. Yeah, I guess I'll just quickly go over mine. Favorite scenes. Scenes are just fights in general. Android 17 returning, meeting 18 for the first time, and getting corrected Maron Marin. Shit was dope. Goku versus Toppo is my favorite, second favorite fight in the entire verse. In the entire series. Goku versus Gohan is one of the greatest fights in the franchise. Yeah, Goku Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Gohan. And base Goku versus Gohan was pretty good too. Super Saiyan Blue Gohan, Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Gohan was okay.
Super Saiyan Glue Gohan.
Super Saiyan Glue, yeah, it's made out of goats and horses, but yeah. This is kind of generic, but Hit versus anybody is usually fucking amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a Hit fight where it's been bad. Hit is just consistently a really great character. Anytime he fights, it's done so well. They like consistently keep the animation on point, keep the art style on point, keep the still images looking decent. So Hit is a dope character. Goku versus Toppo, #1 favorite scene. Favorite characters, again, Toppo. I liked Caulifla. I liked Majikayo, but I kind of thought it was too similar to Boo, honestly. I don't like Kale. My favorite characters are definitely the two Namekians on Universe 6. My favorite characters in the verse, by far. Nobody compares.
Facts. Like this.
But I do actually very much like the God of Destruction, the rat, Kitella. I really do like Kitella.
Oh, most people hate him.
Kitella has so much of a personality. Like you can tell that a person that talks like that and acts like that would be a rat. You know, like Kitella is a rat. Kitella is a rat. So it's good, and it's a really funny I guess contrast between him and Beerus, because Beerus is like a cat and he's a mouse.
Yeah, like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, and Beerus lost in arm wrestling to him.
Yeah.
So shit's pretty funny.
What
about you, Timothy? Favorite fighters and characters?
You know, like you said, man, Lord 17 being brought back. Those are gods, man. This fight in the tournament, those are gods. And let me see the other characters. I don't think Kale's that bad, because it was good to see her master her sadness, and that's something that I respected about her. Her being all timid and shit, yeah, that was weak. But seeing her overcome that in the person of Broly who couldn't overcome his mental issues was a nice change of things. I also ship Kale and Khalifa. I have a good lesbian theory.
Oh no!
Wait, turning into a.
I ship her with her One-chan as well. Don't worry.
Yeah. Kale being in a buff form only supports my theory.
Khalifa using Ascended Super Saiyan plus Kale's Legendary Super Saiyan combo package is amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You know, as we've seen, you can make energy weapons. I'm pretty sure they can make energy strap-ons. I mean, we'll move on to
I don't want to have an erection right now, so hold up, I'll be back. I need to use this shit.
I like Vermouth, even though I don't mess with clown ass boys. And Quintana cool, but we already see enough big ass rats in New York. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to see more. I like the other guys.
The character in the series, we've already seen too many rats.
Die. Yeah, I want to see more from the Kage he adds pompous gods of destruction, so don't have to participate with their, in this tournament. Those 4, the ones who
Like the fish nigga,
fought,
right?
Like
fish nigga.
Core, Iraq.
No. The name is Kurama, fish nigga.
Kurama, fish nigga.
Kurama.
And what's the other one?
Alright.
Naruto solos.
Ugly ass E. That's his name.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, I love
and the Furby.
I say Kurama already.
No, he said the Furby.
Okay. So yeah, I want to see more from them. Especially, I think they're gonna have some role in this at the end of this, or how this shifts at the end. Because I don't think there'd be a reason for them to be there and have absolutely no chance of them watching. But
I thought your favorite god of destruction was Lord Lude.
Lord Lude.
Also, MJ said he'd be right back, so don't worry about him.
Alright. So on back to the favorite fights and shit. We all love Dispo and Hit. 2 purple niggas. Whenever purple niggas are on the screen, we're gonna get a good fight.
Wait. Beerus's Champa sucked.
Yeah.
In the manga, it was lit.
Yeah, and the manga was good. I stick to my stance. The purple nigga fight.
Wait, manga Beerus and manga Champa are fucking gray. It's gray on gray.
Just how I
technical.
like it.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah, keep going.
So, Loud 17.
This is Ribrianne.
I don't want to think about Ribrianne, okay?
Wait. When he shot her in the midst of the transformation.
Oh yeah, when he shot the mid transformation, that was one of the things that legitimately made me laugh from this tournament. It's been a while since it made me laugh like that. That was hilarious. That whole episode was very cringy, but very hilarious at the same time. It had a really good balance. Kept me in there.
Yeah. I ship Toppo, Ribrianne, and like Great Saiyaman together, and maybe Captain Ginyu.
All the way.
Have an orgy of justice.
Yeah.
That being said, I do think that there are a lot of these characters might have motivations to bring back other people with the Super Dragon Balls, because Toppo, big old Justice, big old hand having ass, he gonna want to slide that big old hand on some ass cheek from Universe 2. He might want to bring them back if this ends. So,
yeah.
To the point. Think about some other goddamn fights. So the Hit, the Gohan fight. When Gohan fought that dude who could shift his ki, that was
from Universe 10.
We saw Gohan get the feels, man. But
the dude that dropped the locket with his family. Yeah, that was bad.
The locket that somehow survived the Kamehameha House of Blast and everything.
Oh, don't mention that, man. You're giving them fuel.
All right.
No. He had a key barrier around him. Remember, Dragon Ball characters have key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
the barrier around the locket.
The loosely hanging accessories. Okay, yeah. So, but yeah, it held significance and everything. Goes to show the stakes of this tournament and whatnot. Able to characterization for Gohan because he didn't get in his feels too much. He saw that, sucked it up, went on like a real nigga. That was wonderful. See, I wish I saw more fighters like him get more screen time other than Ribrianne, but.
Come on, don't sleep on my girl, man.
I don't want to sleep on her. I don't want to sleep near her.
She doesn't need more screen time, but she needs more, feats, because I'm tired of base Goku fighting her when Vegeta was about to go Super Saiyan. Right, come on, man.
This isn't the Eunice complaint stream. That'll be for another day on the deep web.
All right. Okay.
But think about some other fighters and whatnot. I like I'm so disappointed that the Pride Troopers got smashed so fast because I was expecting them to stay longer. But it was nice the way they went out. I just wish the dude who could have the sabers in his hand lasted longer. But he probably isn't that much of a use in the tournament where you can't kill anybody. Because I'm pretty sure a swordsman is trained to just kill your ass, slice at your throat. You gotta be really careful. You gotta kill people with sabers.
I was kind of looking at the Pride Troopers as the biggest threat in the tournament.
Yeah,
overall.
And they pretty fast.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I didn't expect Dispo to be a threat. Specifically, because Dispo was I think the third biggest threat, right? After Toppo and Jiren.
Well, yeah. I mean, after he was struggling against that random plant monster on that, I don't think anyone expected anything from him, but we were proven wrong.
Yeah.
Then we realized that plant monster can solo most of Z.
True.
and probably GT. I'm sorry.
Oh no! That's assuming it's both. Was suppressed because he wasn't trying to kill.
Wait, shots fired. Plant Monster versus Dragon Ball GT State Diff. I'm sorry. Plant Monster mid diff.
Now they're gonna stop joking.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now they're gonna make a debug post, man. They're gonna show on this video.
They're not gonna make a fucking debug post. Not while I'm still here. I am the debug post. I know your arguments are GT winning and they're stupid. They're doo-doo. Your arguments are doo-doo, motherfuckers. Yeah, but I think. Wait, Sparky, did you give your favorite fighters? No, you didn't.
No. Okay, 17 obviously. I mean, I like what they've been doing with his character. He's had some funny moments, like when he interrupted Ribion's transformation, when he played along and pretended like he was evil.
Yeah. Yeah, before you go on your scenes, Timothy was saying something, but yeah, just name your characters.
But I was gonna say the last character, Vegeta. Vegeta was putting in work. I believe that Vegeta has probably the highest count of niggas he got out.
He does. He has like 9 people.
I said people that were introduced in this arc are 20 years ago, Timothy.
Oh, my bad. Well, all the people that Vegeta kicked out were awesome. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but Namekians that were introduced for Universe 6 are definitely the best. Go ahead, Sparky.
Alright, I listed 17 and with his Ribion. Okay, Golden Frieza's reappearance in this arc. The way they handled that was way better. It was like what Resurrection F should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they did a way better job of portraying Frieza's character this time around. And he was a lot more sadistic.
Yeah. Less maniacal, more sadistic, more kind of like the Frieza we saw in the in the Frieza saga, where the nigga's like a literal sociopath.
Yeah. The music, the animation, it was all just amazing the way they had it played out.
Yeah.
Another fight? Goku versus Toppo. Yeah, that was more like a Dragon Ball Z fight compared to everything else that we've had so far. It was probably the most Dragon Ball styled fight that we've had since Super started.
Yeah.
And Hit versus Dispo. Yeah, that was a good fight. I will say, I didn't like Super Saiyan God Goku versus Dispo, but when he came in and saved Hit, that moment was pretty good.
Yeah, and it was animated well too. They like consistently had the aura down and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm probably missing more, but I'll just leave it at that for now for scenes. Characters, I like Khalifa's design. And I don't hate her character, I just hate the random power-ups. Like, Z did that occasionally too, but I still can't get around it. Toppo, his design, and it's good, and he's comedic. That's about all I have to say on that.
Yeah. MJ, do you have anything to add on, or are you back? Are you back, or like still chilling? Yeah, he's probably just AFK. It's all good.
All right.
Yeah, I think currently there aren't many characters that have been introduced. Like, there's 29 minutes left in the tournament, so a lot of things can happen in 29 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking maybe, at least opinion wise, I'm thinking they might end up having this random like revelation and end up introducing the Namekians of Universe 6 and have like them talk to Piccolo or something. Obviously, there will be some sort of connection between the two, right? Off-topic question, but how did y'all react when Frieza did Frost dirty?
Ooh.
I kind of expected it, but I'm really happy that they addressed the 100% form, because I thought they just forgot all about it. But apparently Frieza can still do it, and and like Frost can do it too.
And merchandise, they pretty much had Frost live right up to activate that form and get released. So little merchandise.
Yeah.
I did ship Frieza and Frost though. Unfortunately, that's never gonna happen.
Too bad one of them no longer exists.
Just look on DeviantArt, you'll find something.
You'll find anything on DeviantArt.
Oh,
Oh, don't remind me.
Honestly, do you want to wait for MJ to come back and give his response, or are we pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about like I don't know. We could talk about something else in the meantime, like what's gonna happen after this arc.
We can answer
Wait,
like
well-
all 5 questions in the chat.
Wait, while we're still
Oh,
on
yeah.
the arc, real quick.
Yeah,
My friend brought something up. Remember those 2 insects? I think aren't they on Universe 4?
Yes.
All right. He said, "What if they're crawling under the ring this entire time?"
Off topic, but Courtney is asking us a question, by the way, guys. So
Ooh.
he's asking if I'm just pulling up the thing so that I quote him right on point. Could you make a community stream for the hour special?
Like for watching it.
Yeah, what do you mean? Do you mean like watching it, or do you mean
I think
a
he
stream
means-
reacting to it? Like as in reacting to it posthumously?
Yo, let's make a reaction channel.
I think he's talking about like you know Rabbit, the streaming service.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like just getting a bunch of people on there at the same time. I don't know how many people you can
Yeah,
get
he
on.
wants to watch it. Yeah. So what we can
I
do
just-
is
copyright issues though.
we would have to end up getting our own version of it to stream. By the way. Y'all realize that? Because if we're using somebody else's version, we won't be able to like consistently maintain the same connection while watching. Because basically, like per se, if I'm the person that's streaming the Rabbit, right? I'm streaming on somebody else's stream, who's probably streaming it from another person.
Oh no, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't do like the actual live stream because we don't have the subs. I'm thinking like an hour after when we get the subs on Daisuke or Crunchyroll.
Then the question is actually, is the community willing to wait for a couple of hours and watch it with us together?
Can put up a poll, Nas.
It's not that long. I mean, like I don't know why you would want to watch it like without subs anyway, because that's taking away from the.
It's the 1 hour special. You might as well understand everything in one go.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even want to rewatch it. Just like immerse yourself in it the one time you watch it in Japanese with English subtitles. That's it.
Yeah.
Just get like the best perspective out of
We
it. Get the
could, we
best
could
kind of
definitely get a
immersion.
lot of people in a chat if we want. I don't know how many people you could have in there at once though. That seems like a big problem.
Rabbit Mass 1 hour special. Yeah, Mr. Gohan says you can't wait. I can't. That sounds pretty insane though. Yeah, I'm down for that. Honestly, I would say right now at least, we're all kind of hyped for this. Like, there isn't really anybody that isn't hyped for the new episodes and for this upcoming 1 hour special, right? So, yeah, truth be told, it's more than possible. We'll even try to set it up with Rabbit and end up linking it to the community. We'll probably have this like rule where you have to join and like have your name as your like actual screen name though, or like your Google Plus name as your screen name. Otherwise, there'll be like a mass rate of like trolls probably, or just people that don't understand how to use the site and end up just being completely.
I mean,
clueless.
the person who owns the room has like control over the remote and everything. I'm sure you've used Rabbit before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so should be completely fine. I know the sites that get it the earliest. It's usually either Daisuke or Crunchyroll, but sometimes you need the premium for Crunchyroll. So I would try Daisuke first.
That sounds good.
Doesn't Crunchyroll give a bunch of ads? Like if you try to skip, you get like
if
6
you
ads
go on
in a row.
Rabbit, if you go on Rabbit, it skips all the ads at once.
Yeah. MJ backed out, so what I'll do is what I'm gonna do is I'll end off the stream with a couple of facts that I want to spit out to all of you.
Like how I'm the real owner.
Yeah, Sparky Monkey is the real owner. Zamasu is the greatest villain. Dragon Ball GT is fucking inferior to Dragon Ball Super. No, I'm joking about that last one. Super
Main
Saiyan
problem is
God.
people on Zamasu a villain.
Current Goku in base form is stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku.
Facts.
And I have a whole bunch of other things to tell y'all too. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito is not stronger than Beerus. Super Saiyan God Goku is above Universal. Ultimate Gohan equals Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Dispo increasing his speed does not mean he is only speed of sound. Dragon Ball Z movies aren't canon to GT. Stay put. Super Vegito is stronger than Super Baby. Upper level dimensions aren't divided by a gap of 1,000,000 times. And current Goku's base form is infinitely stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku. Stay put. Broly is galaxy level. And current Goku was one. You know.
No.
Oh no.
Abraham says all politicals are facts.
One of those are facts.
Yeah, he brought, make that too. Yeah, that shit was funny though.
All right.
And before the comment section is full of hate for all those things you said.
I need to like. I was actually gonna make that a post earlier. Like none of this is like scripted or anything, but like for real, no. Why do people still think that Dispo being thousands of times faster than sound on top of light is still speed of sound level? Why is that like? Why is that an
Goku
argument?
was hit by bullets.
We can address that in a separate video.
Yeah.
But I need to give a shout out to MJ. Make sure y'all follow MJxTV. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably drop a link in there to his channel. I know he'll do the same for us. I'll talk to him later, but just on whatever he's doing.
yeah. MJ probably just got busy, so yeah, hit him up afterwards, bro.
His phone could have died.
Set the programmer said so, but yeah, I'll link MJ's shit in the chat. I'll link the Stop Dragon Ball Downplay community in the chat, albeit all of you are probably here from the community or just from being our friends.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's a tight community.
Yeah, it's a tight community. Very tight. Very, very tight for me. Very tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it, dog. Any like final conclusive statements before I end this shit?
Maybe like a premonition for future videos. I want to do one on like the whole misconception, like in early Super, like Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 being.
Not without my permission, you don't.
I'm joking. Go ahead, Eunice.
Okay. Like the misconception of Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 being above 10% beers or like around there, which isn't true at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like short bites.
There are a lot of things that we can do for like the education section that would be so much more thoroughly explained via stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like these are things that could easily just be told to the public without having to like write out some sort of 4,000 word Bible on on why Vegeta wasn't stronger than Beerus or whatnot. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. Conclusive statement made by Eunice. Sparky probably has nothing to say. Tim,
No, I do have something to say.
You want me to end it right after you say it?
And yeah, and that is shit. I forgot. Never mind.